All right. Now, let's do the other thing. Is everybody in here? Because there's 233 people here. I'm talking to you, brunch group. Katie, Ron, Tyler.
Tyler's here.
Okay. Hey, Tyler. Tyler, you want to switch subject entirely? Is there anything you want to talk about that I just rambled on?
I got nothing.
Okay.
I do see a couple of mute buttons that are on others.
Yeah. Let me see. Are we gonna get you in college football? All right. Let me give me your uneducated guess here, Tyler. Are we gonna see college football this year?
I'm gonna go with we shouldn't see college football this year. I unfortunately think that we stand a decent chance of seeing it, but health and safety wise, we shouldn't. Yeah. I don't think it's going to go. All this is not going to go away fast enough because too many people aren't helping make it happen.
Yeah. Do you see the photos out of Nashville?
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
but it's like, we have the governor of Florida doing his best Florida man impression.
He couldn't even put on the mask correctly.
Oh my gosh. And then the protests for against health and safety is effectively what they are.
Oh man.
The extremely public protests against health and safety. And then a lot of places like here we have, the two major cities of Oklahoma have a shelter in place order, but not the entire state as of right now. So yeah, I don't know if we're going to get enough help to actually have it be adequately safe to see football, but that might not stop us. I don't think it should happen. Or, I don't know, football in the spring, everybody?
Yes.
What do you think?
No. Hey, look, that is the last resort, right? Because what we do have a consensus on is we will see football in the calendar year, right? That's what we have a consensus on. It's where in the calendar year, right? Because nobody wants to lose these games because particularly with college football, the September schedule is front loaded with the non-conference games, right? The games that everybody wants to see across the country, like Ohio State and Oregon, whatnot, for starters. And the idea that you would shorten the season is a non-starter for a lot of people because those ticket sales and that television money figures into every game because you only got 12 regular season games, right? And if you shorten that to 9 or even 8, that's a quarter of your revenue down the drain. And when you talk about the Big Ten, for instance, $759 million they brought in 2018. They paid out $54 million to each of the longest standing member schools, of which there were 12, right? The SEC had $44 million that they gave out on average last year. But that's for every game. That's for 12 games, right? So if you have to mess with the broadcast schedule in the spring to get this done, I think everybody's going to be on board for that because the television networks want to get their money because they want to be able to sell everything to advertisers. College football folks want to get their money because this is the only way that you make the NCAA run. I mean, talk about the college football playoff. It's worth $600 million annually. For perspective, March Madness is worth $800 million annually, right? And then if you expand the playoff field to 8, 12, 16, that's more money in a larger pie. And this is really interesting because not only is everybody losing money, everybody's losing money. I mean, Adam Silver comes out and says, our revenue is at 0 right now. That's not good. Like, we owe people. We owe lots of people.
It's less than optimal.
Yeah.
It's less than optimal to have a revenue of 0. It's really not preferred.
Yeah. And I find that to be, I thought that was fascinating for him to just admit, right? But I also, when doing the math, like, what are you going to say? What do you have to sell?
Otherwise, if you try to fuzz it, and everybody's like, "Really? Where are you maybe getting anything from?" Mm-hmm. It's too easy to poke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like football in the spring would be an interesting alternative. I would prefer that everybody just go ahead and plan for and hold off till the spring. Just put everything in place right now. We have some time to get that. Or get that organized and stuff like that, and just make it official. Like play it safe. Boom, spring. We have it all planned out. We no last minute. Flipping it from one to the other. Just straight up, boom, here it is, springtime. We're just gonna do it in the spring, and everybody buckle down, get into a cave, whatever you need to do, and then come out after Christmas.
I want to serve up Mr. Scrunchy to the group. So anybody that wants to take this one on, please feel free. Don't think people over 65 are playing college football. Your thoughts?
Who's watching football?
I mean, I feel like that's an incredibly ageist opinion to throw out there. Every 4 or 5 years or so, you see some dude that decided to go back and get his bachelor's at age 70. Say, you know what? I was a varsity player, but World War II happened, so I gotta go out there and show these young whippersnappers what I can do. I get prove it to myself. So, there's a few out there. Just you gotta search for it.
And also,
people decide to sign up for the community college team. So,
who is the oldest player in the NFL, or generally speaking?
I think it's actually Tom Brady right now. It used to be Morton Anderson, but Tom Brady's going to turn 43 in August. But more than that, to Mr. Scrunchy, who do you think coaches college football? Those guys are all over 65, save 7.
Right.
All of those guys are in the target rich environment. It's what?
I'm just going to also go ahead and say young people die. Just saying that.
That's right, young folks.
That's right, young folks.
Can knock you down a peg.
Yeah. No, who says this?
When it comes to the college football coming back, it would either have to be coming back as soon as possible for any respective university, or it had to come back, later date when everybody's good. Because let's say you have a breakout in Pennsylvania, so it's all right, all the kids at Penn State are out. So you just mark that as L. You just skip that game, or because you had to think of these student athletes are students, and they're subject to the rules of the university. So if the university says, "Sorry, school's not open," that team's not playing. Even if Michigan and Ohio State Michigan says we're playing football, and Ohio State says the class is not in session, you still go forward if you are you've got those green lights.
Well,
if enough people are giving the green lights.
It's interesting that you say that, because Bob Bowlesby, who's the commissioner of the Big 12, flat out told Mike Pence, we're not playing if there are no students on campus because our athletes are students. Gauntlet right there, thrown down.
That tracks.
Right. No, here's the thing. If you want to bring club sports to the forefront, please be my guest. But we
have scabs for college football? Yes! No, actually, give it to me.
I suggest everybody move to Tabletop Simulator and play Tabletop Simulator versions of
we're doing that already.
Of these football games.
We're already doing that.
All right. Well, no, that was that was racing, wasn't it?
No. We have simulations going on, right? BR Betting puts on a simulated college football game via Madden. And then we had Reddit last night that had UCF versus Alabama in a simulated college football game. We're already there.
So all the players play themselves on the field?
No, actually. No.
Dang it.
No.
See, no, that's what I want.
It's the sticks playing. It's CPU versus CPU. You know how this works. Yeah. Yeah. We just left the joysticks in the middle. And that's how we're amusing ourselves. Though I have really thought about turning on the PS4, taping the game, and then me just call the game just to see how that feels.
Ooh, right, yeah, okay.
Just see how it feels. I don't know. It's interesting.
Listen, as long as it's mascots versus mascots, that's all that I ask.
You in the mascot mode.
They shouldn't have put it in the game if they didn't want me to like it.
Man, okay. I'll leave that one alone.
Fair enough.
Leave that one alone. No, I think it's fascinating to talk about these things, but I keep wanting to say it's April, but that's because I want to be the glass half empty or half full dude instead of the glass is broken. Is that unfair?
Wait, which April? You're talking about?
No, right now it's April, and we're talking about stuff that could not begin at all until August. But, that's my glass half full take as opposed to the glass is broken.
True. Just, man, August isn't that far away.
That's why I was asking. Is it unfair?
It's what Ron said. It's going to end up being a game of whack-a-mole. It's like, well, that school can't do anything now. That school can't do anything now. It's like, that's not a real season. We stand a better chance of having like a normal season. It still might happen. We stand a better chance of having a normal season if it just gets pushed off to first part of 2021. Otherwise, it's 4 months. We'll just get the whack-a-mole. It's like, hey, yeah, sorry. You can't play today. It's like, OU takes an L.
Right.
It's like, oops.
I don't mind not having you don't need to give me a normal season. Do whatever minor league gimmick that you need to put revenue on the table, and at this point, we'll watch it as long as it's not horse. Like, we're gonna be there to watch a game, especially if the game is the sport we know and love. I don't care how much the schedule works out. I just need to see it happen. So if your school is assuming that you have this an issue with your revenue stream, however you can get it out there, it doesn't matter. You have a 4-team round robin. What is it? Just pretty much Clemson playing the Washington Generals the entire time? I don't care. Do it. You need to play the sport, and then a year from then it can go back to
just don't kill people doing it. Just don't kill people doing it.
Yeah, just don't kill people doing it.
Yikes. Didn't know that was the bar, but all right. That's yikes. All right.
Oh, okay.
Fine. I mean, I guess maybe it's a little harsh. Maybe we should lighten that up. Okay, only kill a few people.
We got another. You cannot live in fear. Let them play, dude. In here.
It's not in fear, man.
I love being able to serve these up to you.
It's in pure comfort and knowledge that people die from it, and people over profit.
Oh my God, some of these. Okay, all right. So to kind of rope this all together,
is there like a risk manager out there listening to us that's like, don't live in fear? Who are these people?
Dana White.
Oh,
Dana White's one of those.
I gotta avoid all these lawsuits, dog.
Dana White had to get calls from Jimmy Pitaro and Bob Iger to be like, no. Dana was gonna do it. Also, they sent out 18 trademarks for Fight Island. True story. They trademarked Fight Island.
Cowtown Customs, that's a lie. Todd B, if they have good tests, absolutely, but people are asymptomatic. Am I going to just call everybody out on chat? Is this what this bunch is going to be?
I think so, because I'm here for it. Because
sweet.
I'm saying, like, I think that this particular group here is in the camp of COVID-19 is not a ruse, so we treat it as such.
Yeah.